If you don't like slurping, please don't watch this video. I am never going to disclose my age. If you ask me how old I am going to tell you 18. And it's not true. Excuse me? I was like, yes. I'm the chef from the kitchen. One of our waiters went round and I think he must have got your order wrong. And my mum went, no, they haven't. It's like, I'm sorry. Where's the food? We are doing my very first mukbang. So here I have, it's like a Korean army base stew, loosely followed by Cheep Lazy Vegan. Let me just light me up. There we go. So I didn't have my usual mushrooms, so I had to try using these dehydrated ones. So this is going to be a little bit new to me. I want to start with like a courgette. This is just a mountain of food, look. I need to get a face cloth. If you don't like slurping, please don't watch this video. Because this is like a soupy one. So I thought in this video I could tell you a little bit about me and who I am really. So I am never going to disclose my age. If you ask me how old I am going to tell you 18. And it's not true. Let me get a bit of sauce. So, pull my sleeves up. There we go. So, I went to nursery when I was little, obviously. What kind of family did I grow up in? Let me think. I would say we're kind of like an average family household. We're not like overly privileged, but we're not overly underly privileged. Does that make sense? I've always been like a huge foodie and struggled with my food. Like when I say struggle with it, I mean struggled to not eat. Like I just eat and eat. So a big plate of food like this is perfect for me. Let me just whoop. Do I start with my earliest memory? I think my earliest memory is nursery. I remember playing with the other kids and doing art. And then I also remember, does anyone remember them like marble, like towers where you put the marbles at the top and it'd run down? And I remember playing with them and then always being left out. Obvi. In high school, I went to should we start primary first? Primary's where I met my best friend. We fell out for a few years though. In high school, she kind of started hanging around with like the cool kids, and I was bullied really heavily. But in primary school, that's when I became friends with my best friend Megan. I want to save this story for when I do a story time with her. And that'll be like my first proper story time. But we met over a girl that she was really friends with her. I was just using her. I was a bit mean when I was little. I've grown up a lot. But we made friends when she left. And it was like that ever since. And there have been times when we've drifted, but she's been like my best friend. She's the one where, you know, on the Drink With Me episode, she was the other end of the FaceTime call, and she was like, yeah, you can record my voice and stuff. Like, I don't mind. And then I remember in the younger years of primary being quite like popular. I would go around the boys and say, okay, today I'm dating you. I wasn't really interested in them. I just wanted boyfriends. And then it got to high school and I was really bullied then. But that's okay because we grow from it. But I was actually beat up twice in high school. I think the whole beating up story, that's like, they're two separate episodes, like, each one. But basically, this girl didn't like me, and I was kind of like gullible, and somebody said something, I repeated it, and then she went, oh my god, did she just say? And I was like, no, he said that. And she went, don't you start on me. So that was like the first, well, that wasn't the first time I got beat up. That was like the first instance that she threatened me. I save all the best bits till the end. So if you don't see me reaching for the sausages until the end, like, that's right. When I was a kid, I think it was like pre-high school, I did like trampolining at this swimming place. That's another thing I did. I'm not right-handed, I can't do this. Oh my gosh. What? So when I was little, I did trampolining, I think. I've done swimming since being like 6 months old. I'm really good at swimming. I'm really good at swimming. I actually advanced to getting like the highest qualifications in swimming that I could get. And then there was a lifeguarding club, and I joined the lifeguarding club. And then from there, I got my qualification to be a lifeguard, and I was a lifeguard for a few years. That is another story time. Like, oh my god. Fun fact, I've actually booked my, what you call it now? Qualification to get my level 1 teaching for swimming, because I want to go into teaching. My end goal is to be like a head teacher for a Catholic primary school, because I am Catholic. But I think having a teacher's degree for swimming could help me build up a really good portfolio. Plus, I love to swim. I've not done it in a while, but it is a passion of mine. And I love kids, so. So I think we got up to high school. I think it was high school that I started dancing. I've got, you know, like a bit of a history with dancing. I never really fit in though properly. The girls was just like, I was always a bit weird, so, as you can probably tell. That is so good. I actually did a few dancing shows. I think I've done like 4. I'm pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Bit out of practice. What else have I done in my life? I went to college after high school. Oh, in high school I took media, art textiles, geography and history. Media I got a C. In history and geography I got a B. And in art textiles I got an A. Fun fact. You know, I don't want that many in one bite. Ah. Oh well. Really, I should be holding my fork in this hand. I'm actually left-handed. I need to swap. I need to swap. So, yeah, I'm left-handed. This feels weird though, like holding anything in my right hand, I'm like, I can't do it. What about relationships? Should I tell you a bit about them? I think I would say my first like proper boyfriend. So I've got 2 different. My first relationship was with a friend. We're actually friends to this day. But it was like dating your best friend. It was just weird. I would not do that again. But that was like my first relationship, but my first like proper boyfriend. And I do class them as different things because it was like 9 months. I actually offended him. I thought we dated for like 6 months. It was like 9. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah. And then my first boyfriend was in high school after my granddad died. Let's not get into that. I don't want to ever say that like it was a mistake, because I believe I wouldn't be who I am without the experience I've had. But let's just say I could have made a better choice. And then he pushed me to go to like art college. So I took beauty therapy at art college and then broke up with him. Whoops. And so we're at the same college, but I did not get along with him. And I took beauty therapy level 2, went on to beauty therapy level 3. And at that time I was like doing lifeguarding, and then I quit because there was that's another story time. But I quit, and then what did I do? I was on placement at a beauty place for level 3 beauty therapy, and then went on to nail technology level 3. Did amazing in that, so I got a merit in beauty therapy. I was really good. There was actually a few things that was marked a bit poorly for. Like they'd not told us something, and there was 2 exams. Sorry, the camera stopped filming. But there were basically 2 exams that were very, very similar, and they were marked the same way, and they were the same things, only one was on the body, one was on the face. And they'd marked us one way for the face, and then when it got to the body, they didn't tell us that this thing was changing, this rule that they didn't apply when they marked our face exam. And they marked us down for it. So like all of the class didn't get this mark because they didn't tell us. It was so bad. Really, really bad. But then I went on to level 3 nail technology and I got a job at Nails Yard Remedies. I've been a consultant for them since level 2 beauty therapy, and I still am. I just don't practice. I just order products when I want them for cheap. I've been filming and eating for like over 15 minutes and I'm only just starting to look like a normal plate of food. Oh my gosh. And so I'm currently studying at, oh, when did I get together with my partner? So I got together with my partner in level 2 beauty therapy right at the end, like a month or two from finishing the year. Maybe even less than that. It was like in the final synoptic, I think we started dating. And this is going to paint him in a bad light, but I'm not meaning it to. We've grown every time, but he broke up with me 3 times. I'm actually really glad that he did though, because we grew from each other every time that we broke up, and every time we've been back together we've gotten better. So in May it'll be 3 years. I do count because if you think like we've been together for 3 years, minus one of the breakups was a month, one was like 5 days, and the other one was 2 weeks and a half. So I'm like, 3 years take like a month and 2 and 3 weeks. I'm like, that is still like 3 years. Like, come on. That's like just a holiday break. Do you know what I mean? Currently, I'm online studying in, well, I'm in my home, but online studying for uni, which is in Sunderland, but I'm changing to Sheffield Hallam in September, hopefully. Like I said before, I want to be a teacher, so I'm going to be changing to a teaching course. Currently, I'm studying I don't know, I'm studying. So I put my name down for cosmetic science, and then they put me onto an integrated foundation year, which is 4 science, which can allow you into M-Pharm, cosmetic science, and like a bunch of others. Currently I'm looking for a job because of lockdown and stuff. Like I'll tell you about my failed jobs where I was led to believe one thing and they were just something completely different and they were awful. One of them, I was the longest that had lasted that job. I lasted there 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I was like the 6th person in the door, and I was the person that lasted the longest. Like, imagine how bad a job has to be for them to be the situation. These are enoki mushrooms, by the way. I love watching Cheep Lazy Vegans videos, and this is kind of like loosely following her Korean army stew based recipe. Loosely. What else can I tell you about me? What do I like doing? So, I'm working on a book. It's a storybook. Not an, like, biography but I was thinking of doing one of them. Oh, we've got a noodle. I'm not going to tell you what the book's about, because if I tell you what it's about, you'll probably guess. If I tell you what the name is, you'll probably guess what the book's about. And I want it to be a complete surprise when it comes out, which will probably be years from now. I think I need my knife and fork for this one. Here we go. It's a big one. Ooh. Well, currently, I'm a huge foodie, as you can probably see. I'm really big on recycled clothes. I don't like buying new unless it's on sale, because if they don't get sold, it's under my understanding that they either get binned or sent to like a discount store, so they get shifted somewhere anyway. But if you're buying off a sale, I don't think it contributes as much to the demand of new clothing, I think. I've written poems in the past too, like, if you want me to do a story time on that, I will, because I've actually written quite a few poems. They might be a bit cringy. Ah! But I do like to write. I like to draw too. I don't know how many of you know, but someone asked in the comment section about my wall. And I actually painted this wall with my hands. Yes. Not finger painting. Like with a brush. I painted it with brushes and paint. I basically watched a video on how to marble a wall. I didn't practice. I went straight in and it turned out pretty good. The longer I've had it too, the more I've liked it. At first I just saw like the way in which I'd drawn it and I was like, oh, you know, you can see that it's been hand painted and meh. But really, like the longer I've had it, the more I've been like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I struggled for so long with my identity and like liking the colour pink and then being like, oh, but I'm a girl, I'm not allowed to like the colour pink because it's so stereotypical. And then one day I was like, who cares? Who cares if I'm stereotypical? Let's just paint my wall pink. mm. Mm. When I was little, I had to have an operation on my tonsils. I think I had them removed. I was also one of them really annoying children that couldn't hear a thing, and I had to have grommets fitted in. I think they've fallen out though now. That was when I was like really young. I had like 3 days off in the hospital, and the chef came and he said, we hand make everything, we go to the shops and we buy stuff, so nothing's off limits, we're very good. What would you like to eat? Do you know what I said? Jelly and ham sandwich. My mum was fuming. She wasn't mad, but she was like, what a waste. And the chef had to come in himself and say, excuse me. I was like, yes. I'm the chef from the kitchen. One of our waiters went round and I think he must have got your order wrong. And my mum went, no, they haven't. It's like, I'm sorry. She went, the order's right. And he went, oh, so you did order ham and jam sandwich? My mum went, yep. And she went, that's what she wants. That's what she's gonna get. So the chef went, okay, ham and jam sandwich it is. Because I think we had to pay private. And so this like any meal thing was kind of like a big deal. It was like a huge perk of the private hospital that you don't get with like the, you know, like if we went public hospital. I had a throat caught then. And my little ass asked for ham and jam sandwiches. I don't even remember the ham and jam sandwich. I wish I did. And the ironic thing is, I didn't even like ham before going vegan, so that's a bit weird. Very weird. But at that age, ham and jam sandwiches, And my friend got me into them. He started having them and I was like, ooh, let me try. Did you see how I've left all of the sausages and noodles till the very end? I'm pretty sure there's some like vegetables that I want gone before I eat them. So spicy. I think I told you about most of the things in my life. Well, the main events anyway. In year 7 I went to a cinema club. That's actually how I had like my first fling. So you know how I had my first relationship and then my first like proper boyfriend. tease an entire episode. Maybe 3 episodes. But before I got with my first boyfriend, not relationship, boyfriend, I was sort of kind of dating this guy. My friends didn't think we were dating, but I broke up with the guy to be with my first boyfriend. And when I broke up with him, it was like a breakup, so... And we met at cinema club. And when I broke up with him, because he was really, really timid, all we'd done is hold hands, like such children. And when I broke up with him, he must have thought that like I was breaking up with him because he was too timid. And the real story was, this guy from my school, my first boyfriend, had just stolen me and made me not innocent anymore. So I didn't want to tell this guy. I felt bad. So I dated the wrong guy. I dated my first boyfriend. And then that's a whole story in itself, because then I started getting sexually harassed by the guy that I broke up with while I was with my first boyfriend. So bad. I actually have a lot of me being disrespected stories, particularly by men. But I don't want to give you all my stories straight away. I think I can hold on to them for a bit. Keep you guys interested so you've got a reason to come back. Oh no! Where did that go? Okay. Ah! Okay. I need to kind of like... Oh, I thought they were going to go everywhere then. I need to de-knot them. And this is what I like to do. It sounds horrible, sorry. But I like to twizzle them up and put them here. Oh, when's the first time that I had a drink? I think I was like 9 years old. And it was, yeah, my mum gave me a glass of red wine. Fun fact, I don't like red wine. I'm so sorry for the sound. Okay, I'm going to try and do it like without the sound. There we go. There is only one red wine that I will drink, and that is this Greek one, and it's more like a fermented wine. It's like a very special kind of, or like, it's more like a port than a wine. But yeah, red wine just is not for me. No, thank you. It's so like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like on the throat. Sorry, I'm making the sounds again. That's even worse. Oh my gosh. No. There we go. Yeah, so I think I was like 9 the first time I had a drink. And then my dad gave me whiskey on New Year's Eve. I was also 9 then. And I got heavily into drinking, like, when I turned 18, that year, I'm so sorry, I need, like, a wooden spoon, so let me try and... But yeah, the 18th year, I was out of control. Out of control. But I came back, and I'm not telling you my age. You don't know if I've had a leap year from uni. You don't know if I've not. You don't know if I had 2 leap years from uni. You don't know if I'm a fully grown adult going back to uni. You don't know if I'm not telling you about a few jobs, so you don't know how old I am. There's no point trying to guess my age. I will always tell you 18. And that is because I feel 18. And so I'm going to tell people I'm 18. I want a sausage. How many times does that stop recording now? Is it like 4? We had 2 or 3 in the last one, and then the battery died, and then this is the first cut off we've just had on the new battery. Why does he keep flinging at me? What else can I tell you about? What can I tell you about me? I'm a very passionate and outgoing person. I know I want to go for it. That's something that you will find. I'm very passionate. Anything I do, I put my heart into. Or I do to the best of my ability, and I'm unapologetic at my skill set. So like with YouTube, I'm completely aware that I'm not the best editor, but I take ownership of that, and I'm like, this is what you get. I'm gonna have to give my floor like a clean. What are they called? Steam cleaners. Should we try like going the other way? Something I've been doing personally during lockdown is this thing called diamond art, and you should look it up on Amazon. It's so fun. But if you're that person that gets really bored, and you have been during lockdown, whoa, leave it there so it's tilting. You should definitely look up diamond art. Definitely. It's so fun and easy, and it takes your mind off things. It's taken my mind off a very few things. Did I tell you guys that I got a distinction start in my nail technology? I don't think I did. I think I told you I got a merit in my beauty therapy. But yeah, distinction star in nail technology. I was thinking for Easter, I will do like an Easter makeup look. Better than the St. Patrick's Day, because I didn't really have time to film that video. I still wanted to put it up though. But I was thinking of doing a makeup look and a nail look. So you can see how skilled I am with nails. Even if you're not a woman, like, I do art. I don't mess about. I do art. I don't just paint the nail like la-di-da-di-da. No. I go all out. 3D sculpts I've done in the past. Like, I'm so talented. And if you're not a girl, I still think it's fun. And it's like painting this masterpiece on these tiny things. And I do it in speed. And I hope even if you're like not into makeup and stuff, that you still enjoy my makeup videos, because I talk about so much in them. And I don't know, it's kind of like I try to make them accommodating for everyone. But yeah, I try to make all of my videos accommodating to everyone, so that even if you're not into like what I'm doing in that particular video, you can still get enjoyment out out of it. If any of you have video suggestions or things I should do in the video so that you can be entertained, tell me. And there's a description box for a reason. Did you hear my list? And the people that comment, guys, you are like my rock. The amount of positivity I get in my comment section, it's incredible. Like, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so lucky. And this is going to be a nightmare to edit though, because usually, you know, when I'm doing like makeup looks, they'll be like 3 minutes at a time when I'm not saying anything. When I'm not saying anything. And I can just pull my because I've got a MacBook. And so you just grab your 2 fingers and swirl, and it like moves the screen. And so I usually just do that until like sound waves start, and then I'm like, okay, split. And like I don't even watch that clip, because I know all I'm doing is just wiping, like brushing eyeshadow on my eyes, and I just fast forward it. But in this video, I'm actually gonna have to watch and edit. Don't know why she's laughing, because I'm definitely not. So this is gonna be a nightmare to film, but I am enjoying it. This is a bit cold though now. I've been eating for like an hour. Also in the comment section, even if you already put like 2 or 3 comments, I don't even care, because I've said a lot in this video that I want you to respond to. But who are your favourite YouTubers at the moment? Who are your favourite YouTubers at the moment? Why? And what can I do to bring you similar content to improve my content? Because I'm always up for constructive criticism. I love it. You guys are so kind to me though. Have I finished all of my topics? As I'm taking the last 2 bites. And have you noticed? The light from that window has just gone down. It's like dark out. Yeah. And that was like a piece of kelp I just bitten. But, oh! Kelp and salt together. Oh, yeah. That is not what I want to end on. Here we go. Last good bite. Mm. 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 Also tell me. My voice from. Also tell me. Oh, I'm spitting. Also tell me if you like this camera angle here, or if you want it like a little bit higher or twisted, or are you okay with this being here? I know this is where I sleep. Do you want it like a little bit to the side, or what? Just tell me what you want. But you also want to be able to see the food a bit more, because at the beginning, you know, it was up here. You could see everything, and now you're like, where's the food? So you can't see what I'm eating. So maybe on my next mukbang, I'll hire the camera and face it down a little. I do want to do some like health mukbangs, because I don't want to always be eating bad food. I've got a figure to watch. So I will be eating healthy foods, but I was also thinking for my next mukbang, I film a video of like how to cook the food, and then I release the video of me eating the food. So if you're watching, you can cook the food with me, you can watch that video, and then the next day you've got all of the ingredients in and you cook the meal, and then you sit and eat with me, and so we've got like the same meal. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Or I think so. But like, I'll have to get on and do it. But I hope you learned a little bit about me. Obviously not too much, you still don't know my age. You just know that I'm 18. So I will see you in my next video. And if you liked this video, if you've got any improvements, or even if you want to drop me a bit of hate, like, that description box is there to be used. Use it. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Thank you for spending time with me and actually watching me. And if you made it to the end of the video, let's write, the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe. Bye.